They saw their neighbour enter the garage and they could see to about chest height. They heard the sounds of an argument. They then saw their neighbour come out of the garage. He went inside his home and then he returned to the garage, and this time he was wearing different clothing. And what was also significant was at this stage he was in company with another person that they had seen at his home on prior occasions.
So we conducted numerous inquiries with other residents.
At that time I was a cab driver and I used to come home for lunch, and I was just sitting there having my lunch and waiting for a job. And all of a sudden I heard this very, very deep male voice, obviously angry, then a very, very high-pitched voice. My wife eventually came to the window and sort of looked at me inquiringly, and I just shrugged my shoulders, you know, and about that stage, I'd say that started again.
I didn't really know what the argument was about, or I couldn't really hear what the argument was about, but I did hear the F word being said quite a few times. And then I could hear banging, like somebody's been thrown against the roller door, and I think I heard it 3 times, the banging.
I just thought it was a domestic dispute between next-door neighbour and his wife.
However, the neighbours who had originally responded to the public appeal were sure that what they'd heard was more than a domestic dispute.
The witnesses are only a matter of metres away from the garage in their house when this was occurring.
They heard further noises which they describe as crying or a male pleading for his life, and words to the effect of, "I didn't do it, please Kev, don't do it." About 30 minutes later, the witnesses saw a person get out of a blue Hyundai Elantra sports wagon and go inside their neighbour's house. Now, those witnesses were able to identify the driver of that vehicle as being Mark Banks.